Am I the idiot for making my sister-in-law leave after she came to help when I give birth to my third child? I, 31-year-old female, am about to give birth to our third child, due in 2 days. My husband asked his sister to come. She lives in a different city and help take care of our other 2 kids while we go to have our baby when the time comes. I was appreciative of this when he told me she was coming, as this wasn't supposed to be long-term. I assumed 3 weeks. Next thing I know, my husband is telling me she will be here for 3 months after we have already agreed she would come up. I'm not very happy about this, as I don't want a full-time visitor for that long with our new baby. I voice my concerns, but we can't do anything about it now as she's already coming. She shows up and is great at first, but now her daughter, 12 years old, who lives full-time in the same city as us with her dad, is also staying with us. This was never part of the agreement or plan at any point. So now our household has doubled chaos while we prepare for the baby, and while we are deep in renovations. We only have 1 bathroom right now that is right next to our room, so every time someone comes up the stairs to use it, our dogs bark or someone gets woken up. This is obviously annoying without the 2 extra people here, but on top of being woken up multiple times a night, now we have 2 school-aged kids trying to get ready in the morning, and this was never approved by me. My husband also told his sister that she will be taking over all school drop-offs and pick-ups for our son without letting me know. I'm a stay-at-home mum. They have been in constant talks over what she will be doing to help, and no one has asked me what I need. We, my husband and I, end up getting in a big argument about it because our house is overcrowded now. I'm literally about to give birth, and that seems to be everyone's least concern here. I'm stressed to the max. I'm overhosting. I can't find anything she puts away. We are all waiting for bathrooms, lack of sleep, and I'm being told I need help to do the jobs that I do every day just fine. The only help I agreed to was having her come watch our older kids, 3 and 8, while I was giving birth. The next day she completely avoids me and hides in the basement all afternoon and only talks to him and our kids. So now, on top of all the stress, I'm being treated like the bad guy and feeling even more awkward and avoided. So I ask my husband about this. It ends in an argument, and he calls his sister in to come talk, which I didn't want because now I'm the monster in the middle. She tells me, well, her thing is that she doesn't get to be a mum, so she's trying to do this now here with her daughter. Side note, she chooses to work out of town and could be here if she chose to be. I told her that right now, that's not my problem, and my only concern right now is having this baby and being comfortable in my own home, as I didn't ask for any of this help. She said, well, if I don't want her help, then she will leave tomorrow. I didn't argue her leaving. If she was so set on helping me, why did she run everything past my husband instead of asking me what I needed? Am I the idiot? Comment 1. Whoa, your post is sure giving off stressed. No one even needs to read the whole thing before giving you this advice. High blood pressure before you have a baby can be dangerous. You must find a way to chill for your own health. You need to calmly explain to your husband that you're worried about the impact of this stress on your blood pressure, which is getting high, and he needs to help create a peaceful environment for you. Tell him what you need. Then explain that you're not yourself right now, and you're at risk of burning bridges by saying hurtful things to his sister that you might not really mean. So for the sake of your health, the newborn and his sister, he needs to figure out how to create a calm environment for you and fix this catastrophe himself, not the idiot. Comment 2. Not the idiot, but your husband is not very bright or intelligent. He needs to be a mature damn adult and discuss things appropriately with you and not make decisions for you. He is making you live in an environment that is very dangerous for your health and the baby's health. Don't have any more kids with this AH. Why the hell would he think having your sister-in-law there for 3 months be okay for you? You know why. It's because he doesn't want to pull his own weight, as he is the goddamn lazy one. Then he tries to gaslight you. You have a husband problem, and you need to pull him into line and set boundaries. Comment 3. I'm surprised she outright said what she did. With your husband, I'd stop using the word help. She clearly said what she did. She accepted to babysit the kids and then decided to move into your home for 3 months to play house. There is nothing for you to be grateful for here. Her saying it that way gives her free rent for 2, the ability to go home anytime she wants, and to declare she's a caretaker without taking on any real responsibility. You're absolutely right. The only focus should be on the new baby. Hope you can find a new babysitter who won't try to move in long-term with you. Not the idiot. Now for the next story. My 25-year-old female and my partner, 26-year-old female, haven't had a traditional relationship. We eloped, then did the formal engagement, and are now planning a small intimate wedding, no more than 40 people. It was originally planned for next year. However, her sister, 28-year-old female, was graduating college for her doctorate during that same week, so she asked if we could push the wedding. My partner agreed, and we moved it to the following year as we want to have the ceremony on the same day that we eloped. We are deep into the planning process. Save the dates have been created, the venue has been booked, hotels have been blocked off as we will have family travelling to the wedding. Recently, sister-in-law got engaged to her fiancé. I just found out this morning that sister-in-law has planned her wedding for just over a month ahead of our wedding. When we told sister-in-law that there was a good chance our jobs would not allow for us to take time off of work to attend her wedding and still have ours with our honeymoon, she said it was fine and she understood. My partner's younger sister was supposed to be one of my partner's bridesmaids, and as a broke college student, in their words, they won't be able to do both. My partner doesn't understand why I'm so upset about this. She's trying to convince me it isn't a big deal, but I think I'm justified in being upset. We have bent over backwards to accommodate Sil life. I just see it as a huge sign of disrespect that sister-in-law would plan it so close, knowing not everyone will be able to attend both weddings. I don't want someone who doesn't respect me at my wedding. Am I the jerk for saying I don't want sister-in-law at my wedding? Now for the next story. So my wife came home a lot earlier than I expected. She wanted to hang out, and I'd just got out the pressure washer to do some light cleaning around the house. I told her I wanted to just pressure wash the front steps, and she said she was going to make some sweet potato fries, which sounded cool. So I put the pressure washer together and cleaned the front steps and walkway. When done, I decided to clean the white wall tyres on my classic car. I try to do this weekly, also doing it while I had the pressure washer out. Hadn't heard anything from her, which she'll normally say something when food is ready, and I started packing up everything. Noticed the outdoor spigot was leaking and diverted a few minutes' time to fix that. In total, was about an hour. Came in downstairs, my wife was upstairs on the phone, didn't smell any food. Anyhow, I did a few organisational things, and about 30 minutes later I smell food, and I came in excited and I said it. She says, yeah, and I ate it all. I seen you out there playing with your car and I wasn't going to wait. I let her know I didn't even know the food was ready, but whatever. Went back out to lock up everything 5 minutes later. As I passed by, she says, don't roll your eyes like someone did something to you. I explained that I was a bit frustrated that the entire house smelled like food, but there was nothing to eat. She said I was wrong for being outside that long, that she came home early and that I should have been ready in decent enough time. We argued over the situation before I simply got up and walked away. Now, here are the comments. Comment 1. Everyone sucks here. She came home early and said she wanted to spend time with you. So many spouses would be thrilled to hear that. You had gotten the pressure washer out but had not put it together or started cleaning yet. You could have just waited for tomorrow and enjoyed a nice evening, but you had to go ahead and wash the steps and tyres. That's not a critical time-sensitive job. I mean, I get wanting to finish what you started and already having your mind on a task. But if my SO wanted to do that instead of hang out with me when I had some surprise bonus free time, I'd be really hurt. Look up bids for connection in partner communication. Declining a request to connect hurts. And turning, I'm just going to do this one thing real quick, into an hour of cleaning and organising would then piss me off extra. But she could also have verbalised what she was feeling instead of just eating all the food. Not going to lie, I think you're the bigger A here. Comment 2. Tell me you and your wife are terrible at communicating without telling me you're terrible at communicating. This is about something else. Does she do all the cooking and is tired of waiting for you to come eat meals that she's put a lot of time into? Do you need some space after work and you find doing small projects relaxing? Do you have different ideas about what's an ideal amount of time to spend together and how you'll spend that time? This isn't about sweet potato fries or getting carried away with the power washer. Neither of you is a jerk IMO, at least without having more info, but you might need help communicating more effectively with each other, perhaps with the help of a counsellor. Soft everyone sucks here. Comment 3. So you said you just wanted to wash the steps. Instead you washed the steps, washed the car wheels, fixed a spigot, did other organisational things. I can't help but think this isn't about the car wheels. I get the feeling there is more going on here. Are you this distractible all the time? Are you a car guy who spends a lot of time on his classic car? Do you have ADD? Because make no mistake, your wife's actions, as stated, are unreasonable. But I'm getting a vibe here of she's been bottling up resentment and now it's coming out. Now for the next story. We have a family signal group. The members are my wife, 53-year-old, me, 57-year-old, father-in-law, 78-year-old, mother-in-law, 77-year-old, brother-in-law, 51-year-old, sister-in-law, 49-year-old. So I get a message from brother-in-law asking us to add his wife, CL, back into the group as he says she was removed. I'm the admin and I certainly didn't remove her, so I post a screenshot of the group membership showing that she's there and ask him, why does he think I'd remove her? So he says that my wife, his sister, removed him from her Facebook friends and he thought this was connected. I just say that I have no reason to remove anyone, and the only reason he's not on her friends list is because she's downsizing and removed a bunch of other people as well, basically saying to not take it personally. By the way, she unfriended him months ago, and we've met each since then at family gatherings, so he's had plenty of opportunity to bring it up if it's such a big deal to him. So he says, say no more, delete me from this chat also. I say, very mature, mate. He asks, why would she remove her only brother? And I say, don't know how you made that leap. Meaning, why ask to be removed from the chat What has that got to do with Facebook? He then removes himself from the group. The in-laws are also in the chat. They are on holiday and thank me for spoiling their holiday. So, am I the idiot? Comment 1. Everyone sucks here. But mostly you're the idiot. Why a sister removed her brother from her FB is between them. And it would be very sensitive. Removing immediate family members while keeping friends. You should have just told him to discuss it with his sister. You made it sound like not a big deal. It would be a sensitive issue to many. And he was clearly hurt. You chose to jump to respond with a comment about making a leap. That was cold. And you didn't read a room. He's an AH for not approaching sis instead of you, however. But was this chat all on Signal itself? Could you have just asked edit his sis to jump in and handle it? Equal sign meaning the part about FB. Comment 2. You made this so much worse. There's only one thing to say, and to say it on repeat. I didn't take you out of the group. You should check about what's wrong with your phone. The FB issue should not have been commented on. You should have said that you didn't know about that. Why are you speaking for your wife? You basically confirmed several things for him. 1, that you're lying. 2, that you and wife talk about him behind his back, and several others. Neither of these things might be true, but he is definitely going to believe them now. Comment 3. You ask one question in the title, but really I think your question is about overall how you handled this. So not the idiot for inquiring why your brother-in-law thought wife was removed. Kind of TA for your judgment, very mature mate, which is bound to make him defensive and shift the tone of the conversation. But really this seems to be a pretty minor thing. Your style of communication is pretty minimalist and confusing, so you aren't doing yourself any favours there either. Your in-laws seem like they want to be upset. If you like this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day.